Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor catches Ridge cheating with Brooke? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes might discover Ridge Forrester having an affair with Brooke Logan. Will these ex-partners give up with unpleasant consequences? Fans are aware that Brooke and Ridge's situation in Italy took an unexpected turn. Ridge's realization of how much he still needed and loved Brooke after her boating accident changed everything. After giving Brooke a second chance at life, Ridge kissed her and made some new vows. After giving Brooke hope that they might reconcile, Ridge is now abruptly ending their relationship with Taylor. Because of the promises he made to Taylor about their engagement and future, Ridge is feeling stuck once more. It's understandable why he's concerned about creating further suffering given Taylor's broken heart syndrome and everything she's gone through to deal with losing Ridge in the past. Sadly, when Brooke is around, Ridge isn't always very good at avoiding temptation. Taylor is more likely to experience far more severe heartache the longer Ridge waits to gently let her down. Ridge will continue to be under pressure from Brooke, and he will feel bad about what he is doing to her. Ridge's broken heart will continue to be an issue in the upcoming weeks because of the awful circumstances that surround him. There simply isn't a way for Ridge to go on without creating grief. When it comes to Brooke and their enduring bond, Ridge might eventually find the temptation to give in is too great. Before being married to Taylor, Ridge can give in to his emotions and cheat on Brooke. There's a chance that Taylor will interrupt a scandalous moment, whether it's a bedtime frolic or an office hookup. That kind of soap opera-like revelation is typical of B&B. So Taylor might learn about Ridge and Brooke's reunion in the most unfavorable way. In any event, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Taylor will soon get a harsh awakening. Sheila ruins Will and Electra's date by working with Luna to break them up. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Sheila Carter will conspire with Luna Nawaza to fulfill all of her fantasies. Sheila is aware of her granddaughter's attraction to Will Spencer. She listens in on Will as he shares his intentions to go on a romantic date with Electra Forrester, rather than dissuade her granddaughter. As Electra brightens, Will explains his intentions for their date. Will wants to make it memorable because it might be their first night together. Sheila's eavesdropping is more nasty because of this. She isn't scared to kill to remove her barrier since she knows Luna wants Will. Will continues to be Luna's obsession, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. You would think that shooting Liam Spencer, nearly killing Steffi Forrester, losing another toe, and almost dying would be enough to make Luna face reality. As it happens, it wasn't. She is still completely consumed by her desire to have Will, the son of Bill Spencer, as her own. Sheila briefly discussed Will with her granddaughter. She never dissuaded her from pursuing a boy who was already involved with someone. She gave her a grin and expressed her wish that she would achieve all of her life's goals. Well, Luna, that was a bit ambiguous for a sick killer. Following her conversation with Luna, Sheila went to Il Giardino, where she heard Will and Electra discussing their first date and romantic plans. Sheila believes this is the perfect opportunity for her to assist Luna remove one of her barriers. Electra. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Dr. Lee Finnegan shows over at the apartment to see how Luna is doing. Sheila refuses to answer her phone, and she is shocked to learn that Luna has left. With a bad sensation in the pit of her stomach, Lee worries that saving Luna's life was a mistake. Luna, in the meantime, shows up at Il Giardino to ruin Will and Electra's date. Her face is partially hidden by the mask she is wearing. She glances at Will and Electra dancing on the floor and smiles evilly. Since Sheila is probably at home with her husband, Deacon Sharp, she is not visible. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna will be the talk of the week. In order to conceal her secret for a few more weeks, Lee scrambles to locate her niece/granddaughter. Will Luna harm Electra in order to gain Will's affection? B&B fans? Please use the comments box below to let us know what you think. St. Victor, Lawrence considers purpose in history. Will has a reason to rejoice. A significant milestone for him and his mother, Katie, was his promotion at Forrester Creations. Additionally, it marks a significant turning point in his relationship with Electra. Naturally, Deacon wants to host a party at Il Giardino for Will. Sheila had to tell her granddaughter about what she had overheard him saying to Will. She is aware of Luna's, Lisa Yamada strong feelings for Will. She is stirring the pot, though, and is unaware of it. Although Luna is her granddaughter, she also causes difficulties. She desires to separate Elektra and Will. She will also go to any lengths, even dressing up and showing up at a party to which she is not invited. According to the spoilers, Luna will ultimately put drugs in Will's drink. Even though she doesn't resemble Elektra at all, she will dress up to fool him into believing she is his lover. But as long as Will is sufficiently inebriated, she doesn't give a damn. Luna may be playing a wicked game for a purpose. She doesn't intend to win Will and take him away from Elektra. She wants to have sex with him in order to become pregnant. She might be permanently bound to the Spencers as a result. This family continues to be Luna's obsession. She made an attempt to woo Bill in order to obtain the opulent lifestyle she had always desired. She is currently utilizing Will to conceive his child. Getting pregnant will keep her out of jail and on the soap opera for a longer period of time, in addition to binding her to the Spencers. Fans won't see Hope and Carter coming. Thomas and Paris made their way back to Paris. They made sure that everyone in Los Angeles was aware of their engagement beforehand, though. Watching the blissfully engaged couple leave town with Douglas made Hope eat her hat. Her family was lost forever. Or did she? In September, Thomas is scheduled to return. He has spent all this time in Paris. Who else has visited Paris, do you know? Daphne, who was recently back at Forrester Creations. Her homecoming seemed to excite Carter a bit too much. We began to question if there was a relationship between them because of this. However, it's quite conceivable that she and Thomas eventually met in Paris. Imagine this. It was in Paris that Thomas and Daphne fell in love. Thomas comes back and is prepared to give someone a hug. No, it's not Hope. Daphne herself is there. He gives in to her seductive aroma, and they end up kissing and chatting. Fans of B&B learn that these two are acquainted. Nick's proposal ambush, Lee and Sheila's pact, and Grace's destiny. Sheila Carter Sharp and Lee Finnegan form an alliance, according to spoilers for The Week of the Bold and the Beautiful. Bill Spencer learns of Grace Buckingham's transgression. Additionally, Nick Marone implores Brooke Logan to wed him. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. It is anticipated by fans that Nick will arrive at Forrester Creations holding a ring box. In the weekly preview footage, Brooke appears completely taken aback. When Nick proposes that they get married, her mouth falls open. It's clear that the Seaman's idea to do it on the boat didn't work out properly. But now that Ridge Forrester has been saved and Brooke has had a near-death experience, things are changed. I don't think Brooke would encourage Nick by getting married to him. She is aware that none of them would be treated fairly. They have a serious conversation over with Tridge. Ridge will attempt to explain the events in Italy to Taylor Hayes. Taylor won't accept that things have changed, even if she will be glad that Brooke is all right. Taylor won't remove the ring from her finger while Ridge droops his head in surrender. Additionally, she says that Brooke has a future. It simply isn't with Ridge. According to spoilers for the upcoming Week of the Bold and the Beautiful, Lee must persuade Sheila to remain silent. Being discovered before Lee can attempt to repair or even save Luna Nozawa is the last thing she needs. Could Sheila, who was once both a villain and a nurse, assist Lee in taking care of Luna? Perhaps these two will discover that they aren't so dissimilar after all. But Sheila would have to withhold something from Deacon Sharp in order to do that. It's not just any secret, though. It's a secret concerning Luna, whom he despises. Grace consented to surrender herself. John Finnegan is escorting her to make sure she does. There will be hell to pay, though. When Liam and Hope Logan inform Bill of the doctor's confession, it would be simple to imagine Bill removing Grace from the police station so he could handle her directly. Finn's discovery, Lee and Sheila's twist, and Grace's collapse. Fans may anticipate the collapse of Grace Buckingham's world in this spoiler for The Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila Carter Sharp and Lee Finnegan, meanwhile, engage in an unexpected exchange. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. First, let's talk about John Finnegan. Following the deletion of Liam Spencer's medical records pertaining to the brain tumor, fans simply watched as Finn faced Grace. Since Liam's miracle, the male doctor has had a gut feeling that something is seriously wrong. Finn went so far as to say that Grace was responsible for fabricating Liam's brain tumor. Grace is now attempting to clarify her circumstances. Being a fairly moral person, Finn even admits to things when it would be preferable for him to keep quiet. He is obviously horrified by Grace's admission, but Grace also stated unequivocally that she was now being pursued by Reese Buckingham's creditors. Furthermore, according to Grace, they are aware of Paris and Zoe Buckingham's residences. The cunning doctor pleaded with Finn to keep the crime a secret and assist her in hiding it. At least not at this moment. Finn will not be able to achieve it. He drags Grace to Bill Spencer's house in a weekly preview clip. Liam and Hope Logan are present even though the patriarch isn't. Finn might be able to fill in for Grace at the last minute. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee has been harboring a dark secret. The doctor has made the decision to fix her murdering niece after feigning Luna Nozawa's death. Lee believes that Poppy Nozawa is solely to blame for Luna's issues. But will anyone accept Lee's transformation, even if Lee succeeds? Additionally, it is hinted that Lee and Sheila would be taken aback by their encounter in the upcoming episode. Since Lee informed her that Luna's memorial had already been taken care of, Sheila has been wary. In order to pay her final respects, the grandma then inquired as to where Luna was buried. However, Lee refused to tell her anything. Might Lee wind up enlisting Sheila in her scheme? If so, Sheila would undoubtedly face a fresh moral conundrum that would cost her Deacon Sharp, the only person she has left in this world.